Welcome to our YouTube show, The Biotech Shield, where IT security meets science. IT insights for the biotech frontier. I'm your host, Fernando Leon, and the title of today's show, Biotech Without Borders, Securing Remote Research and Global Collaboration. Let's get this show started. So in today's episode, we're asking a tough question. Is your biotech firm truly keeping pace with AI innovation? Not just in research, but in cybersecurity. So we're going to explore emerging threats, what a modern SOC should really deliver, and how to evaluate whether your defenses are actually evolving with the threat landscape. Let's start with the innovation disconnect. Here's the simple truth. Biotech is leading the way in AI-driven discovery. From protein folding to predictive diagnostics, the science is moving at light speed. But here's the uncomfortable part. Many of these same organizations are still relying on outdated, manual cybersecurity tools to protect breakthrough research and sensitive IP. Today, we're going to talk about the growing gap between innovation in the lab and stagnation in the SOC. Why is the biotech industry a prime target? Now, if you work in biotech, you already know your data is among the most valuable in the world. But guess what? Cyber criminals know it too. Nation state actors, cyber criminal groups, even insider threats. They all have one thing in common. They see biotech firms as high value, high reward targets. Now, let's put this into perspective. Ransomware is now surgically targeted using AI to time attacks during clinical trials or acquisition phases. Generative AI is creating near perfect phishing emails that bypass human intuition. And machine learning malware is adapting to security tools in real time. The game has changed. So you've got to ask yourself, has our security posture changed with it? So let's discuss the role of AI in modern cybersecurity. AI isn't just a threat. It's also our greatest defense if we know how to harness it. Because in the world of modern SOC operations, machine learning models can now do the following. And it's amazing how technology has come along to protect intellectual property, because AI can analyze behavior patterns to flag anomalies faster than any human ever could. They correlate log data across thousands of endpoints in seconds. They can predict attack patterns based on current threat intelligence and organizational behavior. This isn't theoretical, it's happening today, and it's amazing. The SOC has become an intelligence system, not just a room full of blinking dashboards. Now, where is your internal IT team falling behind? Where do many biotech firms fall short? Because in our experience, it's often not from lack of care or investment, it's from assumptions. Assumptions that the tools in place are good enough, or that regulatory compliance is equal to true protection. That, sadly, is very far from the truth. So let me break this down. Many assume in the biotech industry that compliance equals security. You've got HIPAA, GXP, ISO certifications, all which are very important, but here's the truth. Compliance is a floor, not a ceiling. A SOC driven by compliance checklist can't stop an adversarial AI that mutates its attacks in milliseconds. If your internal IT team is equating passing audits with being secure, that's a dangerous place to be, a dangerous assumption. Because many of you assume EDR is enough, or God forbid, antivirus is in place. EDR is critical, yes, but static EDR tools are being outpaced by evolving malware that mimics normal user behavior. Without AI-driven behavioral analysis or SOC oversight, endpoints become weak links, especially when research teams are assessing environments from multiple devices, networks, or partner systems. Another risky assumption comes from the outside. Many biotech breaches happen through vendor access, internal misconfigurations, or unauthorized data sharing. AI-powered SOC platforms can monitor internal data movement and privilege abuse in real time. Without it, firms are flying blind. Now let's move on to a very important topic. What should your SOC be delivering if it's aligned with today's threat landscape? Now here's a quick snapshot. AI-powered threat detection, not just alerting you after the breach, but identifying patterns of compromise early across endpoints, cloud workloads, and network traffic. You've got integrated EDR plus SIM, real-time visibility, correlation, and automated response across systems. Then you have behavioral analytics, user and device behavior baselining that flags suspicious activity, not just signature-based alerts. Then you got 24/7, 365 coverage. Cyber attacks don't typically occur during business hours. Your monitoring team shouldn't either. Proactive threat hunting, using AI to hunt down threats that haven't triggered alerts yet. The best SOCs aren't reactive, they're predictive, intelligent, and business aligned. So, what is the strategic shift biotech leaders must make? This is where I want to speak directly to you, the biotech founder, CTO, CIO, or executive responsible for growth and protecting the IT environment. You've invested millions in innovation. You are leveraging AI to accelerate discovery, improve outcomes, and serve humanity. But are you applying the same mindset to your cybersecurity program? Think about it. When was the last time your executive team reviewed the capabilities of your security operations center? Are you asking if it uses AI or just if it has a good alert dashboard? Does your board understand the difference between legacy security and true modern defense? Because cybersecurity today isn't about tools, it's about strategy. Let me give you a quick example. A growing biotech firm we work with believed that, well, they were secure, they were protected, they had a firewall, they had antivirus in place, and basic log monitoring. What they didn't realize was that a vendor login, one that they hadn't audited in over 18 months, had been compromised. Our AI-driven SOC flagged the anomaly. A login from an unusual location at an unusual time, downloading unusual data. That alert wasn't based on a blacklist. It wasn't based on it was based on a behavior. That's right. Model trained to understand what should be happening in that environment. It's remarkable. We stopped that breach before it started. Why does this conversation matter today? If this sounds like a conversation your team hasn't had in a while, you're not alone. Because the speed of biotech advancement is outpacing the evolution of most security programs. But that's exactly why this discussion matters now. Threat actors are using AI. Your peers are investing in AI defenses. So the question is whether you're adapting fast enough or waiting for an incident to force the change. Because that's what we see over and over. Companies are waiting for a disaster to make that change. There's no room for complacency in a world where intellectual property is more valuable than gold and where a single breach can set your entire research roadmap back years. It's not about fear, it's about focus. The kind of focus you already bring to your science, your product, and your mission. If you want to explore what a modern AI augmented security strategy should look like for your biotech firm, our team at Single Point of Contact can help. We don't just monitor for alerts. We build intelligent defenses tailored to your growth stage, your research model, and your operational complexity. If your biotech firm is ready to align cybersecurity with innovation, not just compliance, we're here to help. Single Point of Contact offers AI augmented SOC services tailored for the biotech industry. We understand your business. Connect with our team and take the next step towards securing the breakthroughs you're working so hard to achieve. Now, if you found this valuable, subscribe for more biotech-specific cybersecurity insights. I share what I see on the front lines every 2 weeks, from threat trends to protection strategies that actually work. Don't wait for the breach to hit your desk, right? Or to hit your network. Stay ahead of cyber threats. Don't forget to bring up this conversation with your IT team. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more on cybersecurity in the biotech industry. All right, thanks for listening. Like, share, or leave us a comment.